Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Unacademy. On this channel, CAT4MBA, I welcome you all for the preparation of CAT and other management entrance exams. In today's session, we are going to have comprehensive practice of grammar for other management exams. The exams which are happening this month as well as next month. Exams such as SNAP, IIFT, CMAT, Maharashtra CET, and TIS. For these exams, you need to go through the concepts of grammar. Not only concepts of grammar, you also need to practice enough to consolidate these concepts. So in today's session, we are going to have enough practice of almost all the concepts which are relevant to these exams. Alright, so that's going to be today's agenda. Grammar practice for SNAP, IIFT, TIS, CMAT and Maharashtra CET. Before that, let me give you a brief introduction of myself. My name is Neelam Malkani. I possess around 12 years of experience of test preparation industry and have been training students for CAT, GRE, GMAT, SAT, IELTS and TOEFL. I have Masters in English Literature degree as well as I possess International Certificate in English Language Teaching. I have been extensively involved in content development and have designed and set assessment papers of English and reasonings for various exams. For a brief period of time, I also served as an examiner of English for an international organization. Recently, I have authored a comprehensive book of English for the preparation of competitive exams. The book is written in both Hindi and English and is available on Amazon. The video is brought to you by Unacademy. Let me take you to its portal and tell you step by step how you can start your preparation with its amazing platform. The first thing that you have to do is go in your phone in the Play Store. In Play Store, you have to install Unacademy Learning app. You will be shown two apps. One is for educators and one is for learners. You have to install Learning app. When you install and fill in all the details, you will be shown three major categories, plus free courses and special classes. When you have this app in your mobile phone, you can have unlimited, unrestricted digital learning experience under free courses and special classes. You can attend as many classes as you want. But if you want a targeted preparation for your exam, then you have to subscribe to the category plus. When you go further, you will be shown CAT under plus category. When you go further to subscribe to the product, you will be shown all the features that you will be benefiting from once you subscribe to the product. Features such as 30 hours of live sessions every day. So as per your convenient time and as per your availability, you can choose the time of your session. It's not a regimental course which makes you attend a class on a specific time. You have all the liberty to attend class at your pace. The courses which are delivered by the top educators of India under this platform are well structured, well designed, having fine balance of conceptual clarity and exercise and practice. Because ultimately, it is the practice only which is going to prepare you for this exam. On this platform, you will find more than 14 plus top educators of India who have extensive experience of guiding, mentoring, educating and training students for these exams. They have wealth of experience of their own domain. And these educators have been taking exams themselves in order to have the first-hand experience of the rigor of exam. Every month, you see a new course being launched on an Unacademy platform, a course which caters to the component of different exams. You can be part of as many batches as you want and attend as many classes as you wish. So under one subscription, you are going to avail all these benefits. When you go further, you will be shown all the models of subscription which have been devised by Unacademy to suit your plan of the preparation. If you are going for this year's exam, which are happening in January and February, you can go for 1 month's crash course. But if you are targeting CAT 2021, you have to subscribe to the yearly course, and that's going to cost you 17,500 rupees. If you are in the first year and you are aiming at taking this exam in the final year, you can enroll in 2 years program. That's also available, so that you have your foundation clear, and by the time you are in third year, you are ready to take this exam. That 24 months program is going to cost you 21,000 rupees. But if you type code Neelam, referral code Neelam, you will be able to avail 10% discount. And with that, your fee is going to come down to 17,500 for a year, whereas 21,000 for, that's going to be 10% discount is going to be, and the fee is going to be 18,900 for 2 years and 15,750 for entire year, right? So that's going to be the benefit of typing code Neelam. All right. Now you can reach out to us through Telegram and YouTube. You can subscribe to the channel and get notified whenever a video is released for your preparation. All right. So let me just ensure that I have gone live so that we can have live interaction. I can answer your queries. All right. You can reach out to us on Telegram and YouTube. You can subscribe to this channel so that whenever a video is released, you will be notified and you don't miss any important notification regarding these exams. And you can also join Telegram channel, which is Neelam Malkani Unacademy CAT, right? So through that channel, you can directly contact me. Let me tell you a bit about the scholarship test, which is going to be held on 10th of January. Every fortnight, this test is going to happen, or this test is going to be conducted by Unacademy online of the exam which happened this year, right? So the exam is going to, or the test is going to be designed exactly on the line of the test which happened this year, right? So you will be exposed to the rigor of CAT. You will also get to know about what a test is like, what a CAT-like test is like. Same way, you will be given detailed analysis, video analysis by the top educators who have designed the test themselves, right? And you will also be given your ranking and score so that you know where you stand in terms of your proficiency of verbal ability, data interpretation and logical reasoning, and quantitative ability. All these sections which you are going to prepare for these exams, right? So if you are preparing for CAT 2021, this is something you should not miss, right? Because this is going to give you the real benchmark of an exam like CAT, as well as it will also expose you in terms of your position, your standing, about your preparedness, right? So that you can take corrective action and ultimately you make a study plan for your exam. If you are one of the top scorers, you can stand a chance of winning Amazon vouchers of rupees 50,000, 30,000, 15,000 and 1,000, right? What more can you ask for? Other than getting the real feel of an exam, you can also win these Amazon vouchers. All right. So these batches which are going to be launched this week, one batch has already been launched on 6th of January, which is the score booster batch. And if you have not been very contented with your performance in your mocks, you can join this batch to boost your score ultimately for CAT. Another batch which is going to be launched on 8th of January, which is an absolute weekday morning batch. So if you have any engagement in the evening, you can be part of this batch. This batch is going to be headed by top educators of Unacademy. Complete weekend batch, which is going to be taken up by the top educators of Unacademy, and this weekend batch is preferred for those who are working professionals and do not have enough time to prepare for this exam on weekdays, right? So 3 batches, you can choose any of the batches that suits your preference, all right? Now Shivam Chandak, who has scored 100 percentile in CAT this year, is going to have a live interaction with one of the top educators of Unacademy, and she is going to moderate this discussion. In that, he is going to reveal his strategy for scoring 100% time in that section, as well as his preparation plan, what he actually, and what, ways he adopted and what ways and means he actually used to score this iconic score, right? So that's what he's going to reveal in that discussion. So don't miss this discussion, all right? So that's all the information I needed to share with you. Now let's start our practice for grammar, right? So I'm live now. I can see your comments. So if you have anything to ask, you can put up that in the message. I'll be happy to answer that. All right. So let's start. Now this is going to be a comprehensive practice. This is basically going to be a comprehensive practice, right? And that's going to cover the question of different kinds. Basically all the questions, variety, which appear in these exams, right? So let's start. And I would urge all of you to start answering these questions. All right. Question number 1. All right. So I'm sure all of you understand that after because, you need a clause, right? Let me see if you have put up your answers. Okay, none of you have actually given your answer. So let me solve this question for all of you. So he could not rest or sleep because he had been drinking too much coffee. The past perfect continuous will be correct here because you are talking about past, right? He could not rest or sleep because he had been, right? So you need subject here because after because, it's a conjunction. You need a clause here, right? And clause can have and needs to have a subject, right? You need a subject here in order to complete the sentence or in order to make this sentence grammatically correct. He could not sleep or rest because he had been drinking too much coffee. Answer is D. All right? Right. Next question. Okay, now please look at the subject here. Now this is the subject verb agreement question. Now your subject is my brother and that's singular. Now whatever starts with, together with, in addition to, as well as, with, accompanied, all these are parenthetical phrases, right? These phrases do not make a singular subject plural. What you have to keep an eye on is your subject, right? So your subject is my brother always goes around. Now this is talking about habitual action, but this has to be in present simple. Alright, so this is talking about habitual action that he always does. Always is indicating that he does it all the time. Alright, so that is my answer is B. Now what you need to do is, don't read the phrase which starts with these phrases, in addition to, as well as, together with. All these phrases are parenthetical phrases, along with. I'll read and write them here. Right? Along with, together with, as well as, in addition to. So what you need to do is, don't read them, right? So my brother always goes around collecting wood for bonfire night together with his friends, right? So that way you will have more clarity about your subject as well as your verb. You will not be confused about this as your subject, this as your subject or this as your subject. Okay? So ultimately, the definition of subject is who performs an action, the doer of the sentence, the doer of the action in the sentence. Yahan pe collecting wood is done by brother. Along with my brother, other friends are also doing it. But what you have to do is, subject has to agree with the verb. Okay? So goes is your subject. Goes is your verb. Next question. Alright, so Akansha says it's D. The director told to us. Alright. Ranu says it's C. Revealed to us. Now please remember, tell. Please tell me what your answer is. So tell is not followed by to. Same way, second form of tell, told. She told me. No to after this. Okay? Okay, Kansha? So that is why told is incorrect, because to is there. Alright? So tell is not followed by to. Second form of tell, told, is also not followed by to. But when you make passive, I was told to take a session today. Alright? Now look at this sentence. Now this is passive, isn't it? And that is why I am having to after told. In this structure, to after told is okay when you are using it in passive voice. I was told to take a session today for grammar. I was told to entertain students' queries. I was told to. So fine. To, because it's used in a passive way. But I told my mother to give me some space. I told my mother. I told to my mother, that's going to be incorrect because that is active. So please see these subtle, so be wary of these small details related to these words, right? So tell is not followed by to preposition, but when it is used in a passive voice, yes, it is followed by to. Yahan pe jo answer hai, that is reveal. Now look at the sentence as well, that there had been financial problems earlier in the year. So this is a kind of revelation, isn't it? It was possibly under the carpet. It was possibly hidden from other people. And the director now revealed that there had been financial problems earlier in the year. That is why answer is revealed. Okay? Alright. Alright, so Ranu says it's C. Alright, so please see, whenever you have this preposition and for duration, you can have only two tenses. One, present perfect or perfect continuous. These two tenses can be used with since and for prepositions. Now in this sentence, since is there. That means accordingly, you have to choose the tense, right? So I think Mr. Wilson has taught present perfect in this school since 2005 or maybe earlier, right? Or you can say, I think Mr. Wilson has been teaching in this school since 2005 or maybe earlier. So these are two ways to complete this sentence. I think Mr. Wilson has been teaching in this school. That's also one of the ways to put this sentence, alright? But present perfect or present perfect continuous are needed to fill or complete this sentence. Are we clear? Alright. Next sentence or next question. Okay, now please try to understand the sense of this sentence, right? Ever since she moved to Athens, ever since she moved to Athens, she has been messaging me or she has messaged me once or twice. Okay, so again, I would ask you to see the sense of the sentence. What does it actually convey? It says, ever since she moved to Athens, she has messaged me once or twice or she has been messaging me once or twice. She has been messaging me, that means she has not stopped messaging me. If I use this, that means she hasn't stopped. You use present perfect continuous for an action which you still do, which is still in continuation. I have been taking session since 6:30 or since 6 today. I have been taking this class. So that means I'm still taking this class. The class is not over yet. Can you see the difference? So has been messaging means she hasn't stopped messaging me. While the sentence conveys here that ever since she moved to Athens, she has messaged me once or twice. एक या दो बार ही मैसेज किया है, that's the meaning of the sentence. जब से वो Athens गई है, तब से उसने मुझे एक या दो बार ही मैसेज किया है. Alright, answer is B. She has messaged me once or twice since she moved to Athens. That is present perfect. Alright, so please see the requirement of the sentence. I told you, since can be used with present perfect and present perfect continuous. These are two tenses with which since and for can be used. But you also have to see the requirement of the sentence. Which tense does it require? Present perfect or present perfect continuous? Then only you have to decide. Are we clear? Okay. All right. Can I see some answers? Now what you have to find out in the sentence of this question is, find the erroneous part of this sentence. So there is a whole sentence which is fragmented into 4 parts. What you need to do is identify which part of the sentence contains an error. So Ranu says it's D. Okay, can you tell me what is the error in this sentence? Alright. So my next door neighbor, who is usually shy and doesn't say much, is being very friendly this morning. Now here, the error is of parallel structure, right? Let me just... Alright. So whenever you have these conjunctions, yeah, so Ranu, what should be instead of has? What should be there? Answer should be having, right? He is being very friendly this morning and having a big party tonight for his friends, right? So here you see ing form of verb, being very friendly this morning and having a big party. So both ways this verb is going to be parallel. Alright, see, with end you usually need two parallel structure. Alright, and when you say is having, so that is making the sentence parallel. That is making the sentence parallel. That is why is being very friendly this morning and is having a big party tonight for all his friends. So is having is also conveying that he is going to have it in future, because tonight is conveying that he is going to have it tonight. Okay? So parallel structure is supposed to be there in a sentence. Whenever there are 2-3 items, whenever there is end, but, THAN, then you need to see the phrase or the word which comes before and after end should be parallel. Alright? Alright? You people are taking inordinate amount of time. You won't be given this much time for grammar. Please type in your answers quickly. So the tour of the palace included a visit to the old kitchen, where they were baking bread, and the huge underground wine cellar which was containing thousands of bottles and felt like a prison. Which of these parts of the sentence contains an error? Okay, so that's not the option. Had there been no error, it would have been given as one of the options. That's not the option here. Please see closely. When you read it out, is there anything which doesn't seem to be correct? Please read it out. Read it loudly. When you hear yourself, you possibly will be in a position to identify or detect the error. Okay, so the error here is fourth, or answer is D here, fourth, right? Containing is never used in present continuous form. This is one verb which is not used in ing form. ing form in present progressive form. The book is containing 4 chapters. Incorrect. The book contains 4 chapters, right? So which was containing thousands of bottles is going to be incorrect, right? So that is why answer is D. So be mindful of those words which are not used in ing form or which are not used in present progressive form. Okay? So some of these verbs are like belong. You can't use belonging, right? Belonging will have different meaning. When you say belongings, that means those things which you possess. So that is your belongings, so that are your belongings. But you can't say I'm belonging to this place, right? So that's incorrect. The verbs of perception are also not used in ing form, or they are not used in present progressive form, right? Yeah, so answer is D. Okay, I cannot see your comments. Please tell me if you can see me live, and please post a comment so that I know you can see me. All right, fine. So belong is one verb, and please see the difference between here and listen, right? So this is used in ing form, but this is not used in ing form. I am hearing you is incorrect, but I am listening to you is correct. Both mean the same thing, but there is going to be difference, right? Same goes for see and look. I'm looking at you, that's all right, but I'm seeing you, that's incorrect, right? So when I say I'm seeing someone, that has a different meaning. That means I'm possibly dating someone, right? So seeing will have different meaning. Seeing is not used for looking at someone. Okay? So this is not used in ing form, this is used in ing form. Listening is used in ing form, here is not used in ing form. Okay? I'm listening to you is all right. I'm hearing you, incorrect. All right? And words of perception like understanding. So I am understanding you is also incorrect. Don't use that, right? So understanding is again a verb which is not used in ing form. I'm getting what you are saying, right? So that's all right. But I'm understanding is incorrect. I'm remembering is incorrect. I remember my past. I remember my school days. I'm remembering my school days, incorrect. ठीक है? So कुछ verbs होती हैं जो ing में नहीं आती हैं. Please mindful of those verbs. Contain is one of these verbs. Alright? Let's go on and solve next question. Okay, quickly post your answers. Martin was used to smoke a lot when he was studying, but since he joined a bank, he hasn't been smoking as much. Which of these parts is erroneous? Okay, so Ranu says D, as much, is wrong. No, I'm afraid that's not the error. That's absolutely all right. He hasn't been smoking as much. That means उतना smoke नहीं कर रहा है वो जितना पहले करता था. Right? He used to smoke a lot. That's what the sentence is. बहुत ज़्यादा करता था. Ever since he joined a band, he has not been smoking as much. That's perfectly all right. D is not erroneous. D is perfectly all right. The error is A. Yes, Shivam. So error is A because used to and be used to are entirely different. This used to, this is used for an action that you would do in the past and you no longer do now. So that is used to, right? We used to have offline classes. We used to have one-on-one interactions. Used to, earlier, ऐसा हुआ करता था. We used to have huge gatherings. We used to have elaborated weddings. We used to have. ये ऐसा हुआ करता था. Before pandemic, all these things used to happen. समझ रहे हो? So वो उसके लिए आएगा used to. ऐसा हुआ करता था. Right? But this used to, be used to, be is MR. Is MR was verb, right? So when I say I am used to, that means I am habitual of doing something. When I talk about my habitual action, something which I usually do, something which I regularly do, I say used to. I am used to. Now I am used to taking online classes. I am used to using all these technological tools. I am used to. अब मुझे आदत हो गई. Right? So I am used to waking up early in the morning. I have a habit of waking up early in the morning. Alright? So when you say or when you talk about your habits, you say be used to. But when you talk about those actions जो आप past में किया करते थे लेकिन अब नहीं करते, that is used to. तो यहाँ पे habit की बात नहीं हो रही है. जब वो पढ़ाई कर रहा था, when he was studying, he used to smoke a lot. That's the sense. ठीक है? इसीलिए एक गलत है. यहाँ पे हमें ये वाला used to चाहिए. This, not be used to. यहाँ पे be used to use हो रहा है. You can see Martin was used to smoke a lot. समझ रहे हो कि नहीं? There is clear distinction between used to and be used to. तो used to for those actions of past जो आप किया करते थे लेकिन अब नहीं करते, right? We used to live in joint families. ऐसा हुआ करता था. I used to ride bicycle. ऐसा हुआ करता था earlier, right? So उसके साथ used to first form of verb. But when you use am used to, right? Am used to, I'm using for I. Be used to is basically the form. Be के साथ आप कोई भी form लगा लीजिए. He is used to, she is used to, we were used to, he was used to. ठीक है? Yes, Shivam, or to is a modal verb. And used to is also a modal verb. This used to, which we use for past. This is also a modal verb. ठीक है? Are we clear with question number 8? ठीक है. Okay, quickly post your answers. All right. So Shivam and Ranu both say it's B. So I explained. मैंने past में उसको explain किया because this entire incident is talking about past. I told past that it wasn't my party. It wasn't my party. I explained that it was my brother's party, so none of my friends had been invited. They were invited earlier. Before this party happened, they were invited earlier. No, explained is also used this way. I explained that. ठीक है? So please be informed that explain is also used this way. I explained that I could not attend the party. ठीक है? So error is not B. Error is not B because had been is perfectly alright here. This is past perfect tense. उनको invitation पहले भेजा गया था party से. So party happened later on. First invitations were sent. समझ रहे हो? तो B is not the answer. B is perfectly alright. Yeah, Sanika says D. Can you please tell me why D is the answer? Yeah, answer is D plus, but please tell me why D is the answer. What correction should be made in D to make it correct? So he is actually quoting someone's question. He's directly taking someone's question. Look at this. His question, her first question was, why you didn't invite me? So it's actually in inverted comma. It is quoting someone's question. No, it's not indirect speech. It is direct speech. Her question was, why didn't you invite me to the party? अगर ये इनडायरेक्ट होता तो इसको मैं पूरी तरह से चेंज कर देती. I guess she did not believe me and ask why I did not invite her or why I hadn't invited her. समझ रहे हो? So it's not indirect, it is actually direct. And that is why you need question in interrogative form. Why you did not invite me is not the correct answer here. Why didn't you invite me to the party? Because it's a question mark. There is a question mark. It has to be in the form of interrogative. Yes. समझ रहे हो? Now Sanika, what you were suggesting? Indirect. Indirect इसका ये होता, I guess she did not believe me because she asked me why I had not invited her. Now there is no question because now it is indirect speech. समझ रहे हो? Why I had not invited her. Alright, but this is direct, and that is why we need interrogative form of sentence. Alright, chaliye next. Okay, B and D. Now please see, information is the kind of noun which is never singular, which is not countable basically. If it is not countable, you can't have A and N before this noun because it's an uncountable noun. A piece of information or an item of information is what you need to do if you want to make it countable. Alright? So the police have a new. So this is making it countable. That means information is not correct here because it is countable. समझ रहे हो? So that is my answer is clue. The police have a new clue in their search for the bank robbers. Right? Information, advice, luggage, scenery, machinery, and stationery. All these nouns are singular. Jewelry, they are singular nouns and they are not plural. That means jewelries नहीं हो सकता, machineries नहीं हो सकता. They are uncountable, इसलिए उनका plural भी नहीं होता. One, they cannot be used in plural form because they are uncountable. उनके पहले आप A और N भी नहीं लगा सकते. These are two rules that you have to abide by in terms of uncountable nouns. Remember these uncountable nouns. Advice, ADVICE. Remember this spelling as well because advice with SE is going to be verb. So ये जब word आए, आप इसको advices नहीं बोल सकते. This is incorrect. This cannot be made plural. Alright, that's one thing. Second, an advice नहीं बोल सकते आप. I need an advice. ये गलत हो जाएगा. Alright? So please remember these small things regarding nouns. ठीक है? चलिए next question. Alright? Fine. Now, please excuse me for this is socks. Okay? But he forgot to take socks. Now, what is the error? Those of you who marked C, is C still erroneous? क्या C में अभी भी गलती है? Couple of you have marked C as the answer. Do you still see C as the answer, or you would like to give it a thought and change your answer? Shivam says it's A, fine. He took one pair of shoes. What is error in this? A. A is perfectly alright. कोई गलती नहीं है. One pair of shoes. You need pair. If you want to talk about shoes, you need pair. One pair of shoes. But two shirts is fine. यहाँ पे you need to have two pairs of trousers. This is the answer. You need two pairs of trousers. Two trousers कुछ नहीं होता. Two pairs of trousers. Right? But he forgot to take socks. Altogether he forgot socks. Forgot taking socks. समझ रहे हो? So this is all right. The error is B. Because you are taking two trousers कुछ नहीं होता. Either you don't take anything. Two shirts and trousers. Right? But here two will actually take yes. Right? So pair is needed here. Pairs, two pairs of trousers. But he forgot to take socks. ठीक है? Answer is 2. B. ठीक है? So please remember, pair of scissors is या R. क्या आएगा? बताओ. A pair of scissors is or are used by tailors. All right. So a pair. Because of a pair, the verb is going to be singular. Okay. Now, if the sentence is scissors is or are used by tailors. Now, what is correct verb? Yes. In this case, it's going to be are. Alright? So subject changes from pair to scissors, and scissors is always plural. Jeans plural. Trousers plural. So trousers are needed. When you go for an interview, trousers are needed. Okay? So trousers plural. A pair of trousers is going to be singular. Be mindful of these words. These little changes are going to change the verb altogether, right? So please be cautious, right? Next question. Okay, now we are talking about dog's tail, right? Fine. So dog के लिए correct pronoun क्या होगा? We can't use this. Hers is incorrect because right after hers you can't use tail. You can't use noun right after hers, theirs, ours, yours. These kinds of these nouns do not admit noun right after them, right? Hers is a beautiful garden. Hers garden is beautiful. That's incorrect. Hers is a beautiful garden. Ours is a democratic country. Ours is a democratic country. Ours country, galat. Our country is a democratic country. Okay, so these are two ways to put it. Our के बाद, I'll write it. Is a diverse country. ठीक है? So our के बाद आप noun ले सकते हो. But ours, this ours is a diverse country. Right after this, you can't have noun, verb. ठीक है, अब देखो, hers tail, wrong, that is why B is incorrect. ठीक है, yeah, his is also incorrect because यहाँ पे dog के लिए जो correct pronoun है that is its tail started wagging faster. ठीक है, so that's the answer. Answer is C. ठीक है, all right. So if my dad finished work early, he would sometimes take us swimming, right? So this is conditional and this is talking about a general past habit. If my dad finished, past simple of will be would, and that is my answer is D. Right? So that way, whenever you talk about your past habits, it would always be second form of verb here and would instead of will. Right? So in conditional, would will be correct. Next, this is also conditional. Now look at this. This is talking about if we don't, अगर हम ऐसा नहीं करते हैं, so it puts a condition. It's also conditional because it is putting a condition. If we don't, the criminals soon be in charge. Yes. So whenever you put this kind of condition, when you talk about future, so the if clause is in present simple, right? And main clause is future simple, right? So here answer is will. If you revise all grammatical rules, you will score well in verbal ability. You will score. So that's going to be future prediction, right? You will score, you may score. If you revise all the grammatical concepts, you will score, you may score, you can score. So that is going to be main clause. First clause is going to be if you do something, right? So this is also conditional, answer is going to be B, right? So if government agrees to the demand of farmers, the agitation will be over, right? So here would be over nahi aayega, will be over or will come to an end, right? So because this is a condition, it is posing a condition for future. If government agrees, present simple, please look at this sentence. If government agrees, present simple, to the demand of farmers, the agitation will be over, future simple. Alright, if you score very well in your CAT, you will get a call from IIMs, right? Condition, you're getting a call from IIM depends on your scoring well in CAT. Okay? So that way this conditional, first sentence, if sentence is put into present simple and second sentence is put into future simple. Okay? Are we clear with the construction? Are we all clear with the construction? Ranu, Sanika, Tanya, are we all clear with this construction? Because it's very important. Conditional sentence. Chaliye. Okay, fine. Please like and share this video so that other students also get benefited. Those of you who are preparing for grammar and going to take up these exams, they will also be benefited. They will also be facilitated by this video and the concept. Please like and share this video with those of you who you know need this kind of conceptual clarity. Okay, I see A and B as the answer. A and B. Most of you are marking A and B. Right. Now remember to wear a helmet. So as to protect your head. Right? So if the sentence had been this way, so as would have been correct. Alright? So revise all grammar rules so as to score well in your verbal ability section. Reach at the exam center on time so as to avoid any hassle. So as to do something. So that's the correct construction. Are we clear? So that is why B is not the answer here. Right? So except B, only A has been marked as the answer. Yes, answer is A. Remember to wear a helmet in order that your head is protected. This is a clause. It needs this relative pronoun in order that your head is protected. Since and as में कोई फर्क नहीं है जब ये दोनों किसी कॉज को इंट्रोड्यूस करते हैं. Since Sanika, since you have asked, I will explain to you the difference. ठीक है? As you have asked, I will explain to you the difference. Both ways, no difference. If you are talking about a cause. ठीक है? तो इस मामले में दोनों में कोई difference नहीं है. Since you have asked, I will explain to you the difference between since and as. As you have asked, I will explain to you the difference between since and as. Right? But as a preposition, they are poles apart. ठीक है? Now, when I talk about since, it is used as a preposition for time, and as is used in this construction when you draw comparison. It is as cold as it was yesterday. That is as tough as cat is. So that way as is used. Since is used as a preposition of time. So I have been teaching you grammar since 6 o'clock today. ठीक है? बाकी अगर तुम इसको एज अ कॉज इंडिकेटिंग वर्ड यूज कर रही हो तो दोनों में कोई फर्क नहीं है. ऑलराइट सोनिका, इज दैट क्लियर? ठीक है, चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन करते हैं. Alright, so here Ranu says bettered is incorrect. No, bettered is alright. Better, when you say, let's say, the books of Vikram Seth are better than those of Chetan Bhagat. ठीक है? So यहाँ पे better is an adjective. The climate of Bhopal is better than that of Chandigarh, or the climate of Bhopal is better than that of Delhi, right? So better is an adjective here. But better is also used as a verb. I need to better myself with each passing day. I need to improve myself. So instead of improving, I am using I need to better myself. You need to better your performance with each mock. So after each mock, when you sit and take notice of your mistakes, you need to better yourself, right? So better is also to improve yourself. Better is a verb. So here better is perfectly alright as a verb. उसमें गलती नहीं है. So C is not the answer. C is perfectly all right. बताइए गलती कहाँ है इस क्वेश्चन में? What is the answer? Now please see, this is a faulty comparison error. Faulty comparison error का मतलब है एक प्लेयर का जो कंपैरिजन है वो किससे हो रहा है? किसी दूसरे प्लेयर के गोल से हो रहा है. Can you see the difference? So Ronaldo, with 15 goals to his credit, is the second leading goal scorer in football World Cup, better only by close 16 goals. The close 16 goals is being compared with Ronaldo. A player is being compared with some other player's goals. That is incorrect. Answer is D. Now here, the answer should be not his goals. Apostrophe नहीं होना चाहिए. So Ronaldo bettered only by close with 16 goals. Faulty comparison, right? Answer is D. Do you understand why D is the answer? ठीक है? चलिए 17th question. बताइए, what is the error in this sentence? Okay, now the error in this sentence is, I don't see any answers yet. Alright, so after graduating from college, now who is graduating from college? Now please see, somebody who is graduating from the college must come right after this phrase. Right? This is a modifier error. Now in modifying error, the modifier should be preceded by the word it intends to modify. Now his parents did not graduate from college. He graduated from college. Someone graduated from college. This person has to come right after this phrase. No, Sanika. Graduation is fine. Graduating is also fine. Graduating is also verb. After graduation, that's also okay. After graduating from college, that's also okay. Okay? So, the problem is of modifier here. Okay? After graduating from college, so this is a phrase which talks about a person who is graduating from college. Now, his parents are not graduating from college. इसलिए ये गलत subject है. This is a modifier error. Right? Answer is B here. After graduating from college, he was given a brand new car, 10,000 rupees, and a trip around the state by his parents. That's how the sentence is to be rewritten. समझ रहे हो? Now, when I take a sentence like this, after taking live session, the students asked questions. Now, are students taking the live session or are teachers taking the live session? I'm sorry. What should come here? The person who is taking the live session should come right after this. So after taking live session, the teacher answered the questions of students. Right? So right after this, if you are saying students, so that means students were taking the live session. That's a modifier error. Right? So can you see the difference? So after taking the live session, the teacher answered the questions of students. Are we clear with this modifying phrase? Yes, fine. Next. Quickly, tell me what is the answer for this? Neither of its orders. Now, what is your subject? Neither or orders? Okay, I see one answer. Ranu says it's A. Alright, Sanika also says it's A. Fine. So the vendors inform the company that neither of its orders, right? So in neither and either, your subject is neither and either, not what comes after ought, of. Okay? So answer is A. Answer is A, right? So neither question is और आर करेक्ट बताएं क्या आएगा यहाँ पे No, Ranu. Please remember, you neither is your subject. तो यहाँ पे is हो जाएगा. Neither fan is working. Neither girl is interested. Neither mobile is Android. Alright? Neither bottle has water. All these words, all these sentences are singular because your subject is neither. ठीक है? No, Tanya and Ranu, please remember this is going to be singular. Is. Do remember with neither, your subject is neither, not question. ठीक है? Now look at this. Neither of the boys is are an engineer. अब क्या आएगा बताओ? Tell me what is the correct verb. Neither of the boys is or are an engineer. Yes. Again, your subject is neither, hence your verb is singular. Don't be confused because of this word. Off के बाद आपका subject नहीं आता, off के पहले आपका subject आता है. So your subject remains neither, hence your verb is going to be is. This. Are we clear? Now please see this usage of neither. Neither cat nor snap. Test या test, singular या plural, decision making. बताओ अब क्या आएगा, singular या plural? Okay, so neither cat nor snap. Test. So this is going to be this singular, T-E-S-T-S. Neither cat nor snap. But when I say neither cat nor other management exams, sorry, management exams, plural, have or has, WAT. अब बताओ क्या आएगा? Now in this case only, where after nor you have a plural subject, यहाँ पे plural verb आएगा. So neither CAT nor other management exams have WAT, writing assessment test. In this case only you will have plural verb. Otherwise, with neither and either, you always have singular verb. ठीक है? So whenever you have neither nor and after nor you have a plural subject, उसके बाद ही आप plural verb लगाएंगे. Otherwise, in all the cases, you have singular verb. Now, two last questions based on prepositions. Quickly, tell me what your answers are. Okay, so Ranu answers D, right? Right. So there is so much love between the two of them, right? So two will require between. All right. I have not seen Aditi present perfect since Friday. Friday से नहीं देखा. Present perfect tense it can use since. I started my exam preparations from January. You don't need since here because the sentence is in past simple. It cannot have since. Okay? So wherever since is there at this place, that can be eliminated. Very clearly, answer is B. Alright? And then you see the three sisters did not look for new friends as they were quite happy playing among themselves. Three sisters, that is why among is fine. I have not seen Mohan for 6 months. This is also present perfect tense. Since and for, the only difference is since is for specific time and for is for duration. 6 months is duration. That is why for is alright here. Yes, answer is D. Alright, last question for today. Okay, for those of you who are taking IIFT, I'm going to launch a course on special classes, 3 days course in special classes for IIFT vocabulary. You must have seen previous year papers out of IIFT and you might have noticed this IIFT has a very specific set of words which appear in different set of exam or different set of questions, right? And those questions which are from Greek or Latin or from other languages, and they IIFT also test whether you have the understanding of these words origin, right? Sometimes it may ask you a part of a speech of a specific word. So IIFT will test your vocabulary in a very different way. So I'm going to launch 3-day course on special class for IIFT vocabulary. If you are taking that exam, you should attend the class. Alright? Fine. Now last question, बताइए. The committee came to a decision to discuss in detail about assorted problems that people have been facing for a long time. Which part of the sentence is wrong? This is actual snap question. Okay, I don't see any answers. Do you find this question difficult? All right. So this deals with preposition. One more very important topic related to SNAP and IIFT preparation. Even ZAT. All right. Now that ZAT is over, ZAT is done. All right. So answer is yes, Ranu. It's B. Fine. Discuss is not followed. I'm sorry. Answer is going to be C. To discuss के साथ कोई problem नहीं. About is the error. Discuss is not followed by preposition about. Let's discuss your problems. Let's discuss farmer's issue. Let's discuss cat pattern. So discuss is not followed by any preposition. Right after discuss, you use the thing that you want to discuss. Okay? So let's discuss your problems, not let's discuss about your problem. That's going to be error. Okay? Now when you use discuss as a noun, discussion, जब आप discussion use करेंगे तब आप about use कर सकते हैं. I'm going to have a discussion about the changed pattern of cat. I'm going to have a discussion about. But let's discuss about the changed pattern of cat. That's incorrect. So बहुत fine difference है, but you need to understand this because this is a very frequently committed error. We always say let's discuss about this and that issue. That's error. That's galat. Okay? So have a discussion about something, but let's discuss something. Okay? Alright, so B is not the answer. Answer is C. Okay? Chaliye. So I gave you information about all the batches that are starting tomorrow and day after, and about the scholarship test which is going to happen on 10th of January. Right? So that's the first scholarship test which is happening this year. Do not miss taking part in that if you're targeting CAT 2021. Alright? And I told you about the classes that I'm going to take for the exclusively for IIFT vocab classes, vocab preparation, right? So the classes are beginning from Monday. If you have this app in your mobile phone, you will be intimated about my classes. If you're not, please install this app in your mobile phone, fill in all the details, type code Neelam, and you will be able to unlock all the courses, all the classes that you would like to attend. Alright? Thank you very much for attending the session. Keep watching this channel for more such videos for your preparation. Alright? Thank you.